Baseball Rules Academy presents Baseball Rule of the Week. When can a batter leave the box? This is part of the speed up rule. Major League Baseball over the last few years has really attempted to speed up the game a little bit, and that means keeping the batters in the batter's box. Today on Baseball Tech Talk, we visit with Ted Barrett. And Ted, take us through some of the delay tactics that batters do and what allows them to get out of the box after a certain pitch or when they stay in the box. And then, of course, we'll start talking about how they can get time out, too. So a lot of scenarios, but take us through some of those.
Okay, so when the batter gets in the batter's box and he gets ready to hit, now he has to stay in the box. There's a few scenarios where he's allowed to get out. If he swings and misses, he can then step out of the box to regroup himself, and that's okay. If a pitch comes at him and drives him back where he has to get out of the way, we're not going to penalize him for that. But if he just takes a pitch, whether it's a ball or strike, and he steps out for no reason, at the minor league level, he's going to be penalized, and they're going to call a strike on him. But at the major league level, what you're going to do is you're going to see the umpire. We don't penalize him with a strike, but you're going to see the umpire address him. You're going to say, hey, let's stay in the box. We're going to nicely suggest to him that they get back in. Now as he gets back in, a repeat offender, he's going to hear from the league and possibly be subject to a fine. But there are times when a guy needs timeout. So maybe this batter's up to bat.
Time.
He calls time. Just because he calls time and steps out doesn't mean the ball's dead. But once the plate umpire grants him time, then time's given. But if he steps in, maybe he's got he's got a bug in his eye, he's got sweat in his eyes, he calls time. I'm going to call time and give him a chance to step out and regroup. However, sometimes batters will try to get a little crafty. There might be a pickoff play on. They'll see a wheel play coming at second. They're going to try to get time, get me to kill the ball so his runner doesn't get picked off. So you might see a batter calling time.
Time.
I'm not going to give it to him. The pitcher's in his windup. He's going to throw. The pitch is going to be a ball or strike. He's certainly welcome to hit it, take it, do whatever he wants, but he's not allowed to call time. Just because he yells timeout doesn't mean time's granted. That's going to be up to the plate umpire.
What if he just steps out of the batter's box? And assuming that you were going to give him time by him moving out of the batter's box, why don't you show us what that looks like and what happens then?
Time.
Now the pitch comes in. I'm going to call it a ball or strike. Just because he stepped out of the box doesn't mean the ball's dead.
Well, it just shows you that the home plate umpire is the guy that runs the ball game right here. You ask for permission for timeout. Most of the time you'll grant it, and most of the time he wants you back in the box so we can get that game going. So let's take a look at the batter's box rule. The batter shall keep at least 1 foot in the batter's box throughout the batter's time at bat unless one of the following exceptions applies, in which case the batter may leave the batter's box but not the dirt area surrounding home plate. The exceptions are if the batter swings at a pitch, an attempted check swing is appealed to a base umpire, the batter is forced off balance or out of the batter's box by a pitch, a member of either team requests and is granted time. If a defensive player attempts to make a play on a player at any base, the batter feints a bunt, a wild pitch or a pass ball occurs, the pitcher leaves the dirt area, the pitching mound after receiving the ball, or the catcher leaves the catcher's box to give defensive signals. Those are the times when a batter may leave the batter's box. Want more rules information? You get them right here at baseballrulesacademy.com. Your #1 source for rules of the game.